You suck. You suck. You suck. You suck. You suck. You suck. Hey guys, welcome back to the Random Toy Box with Cole today. And today, I have a fun video for you guys. We're doing the top 10 worst cards in Clash Royale. Boy, this is gonna be a fun list, don't you think? Sorry, I'm looking at the wrong side of the camera. So anyway, I just want to jump right into it. Before you say anything, some of these cards, this is going in like order of the best of the worst to the worst card. So that's why it seems like some moderately bad cards are on this list. They may be higher up on the list, like the number 10 and 9, which means they're not the worst cards, but they're pretty good. So first up on the list, we have the Skeletons. This card was a phenomenal card for a long time. Spawns 4 skeletons that do damage equal to their HP, and they are just a good distracting unit. And they're the only card in the game besides the Ice Spirit that costs 1. So they can be thrown into a lot of cycle decks. So why is this card on the list? Well, the thing about skeletons is that they've been replaced, just like a lot of the cards in the game. Skarmy, when you were bad and skeletons were good, those were the days, man. But now I can't throw skeletons in my decks anymore because the Skarmy replaced it. Oops. Because the Skarmy replaced it. I mean, for 2 Willicks or more, you get, can't even tell, 14 more skeletons. That's a lot of skeletons. So, sorry, buddy. Number 9, we have the Clone Spell. Why is an epic like the Clone Spell on this list? Well, the problem with the Clone Spell is it really feels like a discount epic. I mean, discount epic, it is an epic. It really feels like a discount mirror. I mean, you have the mirror, right? Completely copies a troop, right? Just completely allows you to place a second one. So if you have a troop like a golem or a well, not a golem because that's 9, but if you have like a princess that you want to clone, that you want to mirror, boom, 2 princesses that they have to arrow or log both of them. They can't just like place spear goblins and have them both die immediately. Whereas the clone, I mean, you can clone more guys, but all those clones have 1 health. Yeah, no, that's bad. That's a bad thing. They should do less damage and still have the same amount of health. That would be good. Or they should have half their health and half the damage. Boom, that would be a good card, but 1 health and no, that's just bad. I keep looking over to the other side, I don't know why. Number 8, we have the Tombstone. Tombstone's pretty much on this list for the same reason the skeletons are. I mean, it was good for a while. Spawns 4 skeletons when it dies, spawns 1 skeleton every like 1 second, I think. But it costs 3. It's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. It can't kill a Hog Rider, which a Hog Rider destroys a Tombstone. And it doesn't spawn a good enough troop to really justify it in a spawner deck. Yeah, it's just a poorly designed card. What they could do to make it better is they could make it spawn higher level skeletons. Make it the only card in the game that spawns level 14 skeletons at max level. Boom. Then it's viable. Level 14 skeletons, who knows what those things' stats are. So anyway. Next one. Number 7, yeah. The Bomb Tower. The Bomb Tower is a great defense. And they're actually buffing it. They're buffing it. They're giving it more attack speed. Or the bombs fly faster. Same with the arrows, which I think might put the arrows higher than the zap, like on my last video. But sorry, this one doesn't have as much of a vibe because it's the worst cards. Like we have crap like this on here. And nobody uses the Bomb Tower. At least not willingly. They might do it in a draft challenge if they have the choice between like a Tombstone and a Bomb Tower. Other than that, pretty much every building in the game is more viable than a Bomb Tower because, A, it can't hit air. Boom. I mean, neither can the cannon, but the cannon only costs 3. Whereas this costs 5. So it's not even easy to play. It's like an ugly median card. It's not low, so it's not like a cycle card like a cannon, but it's also not high enough to be justifiably a push card that you play in the back like a golem is. And it's not good enough to be at 5. I think it should be 4. honestly. Like, it's not good enough to justify that 5. At least, hey, when this balance change comes out, I mean, yeah, well, it'll be out by the time this video actually airs, but, I mean, maybe it'll do something. Maybe I'll have to edit my video and put like a little thing down in the bottom that says, actually, the bomb tower is pretty viable now. So, anyway, that was number 7. Number 6, we have the Rage Spell. Rage Spell is actually an interesting card, and a lot of you are probably wondering why it's on this list. It's the Lumberjack. I recently got the Lumberjack, and I found out that Rage can be good, but only if you have a mini P.E.K.K.A. that drops it. Yeah, the Lumberjack is just so much of a better card. Like, if you're going to run Rage, you might as well run the Lumberjack. At least then you have a defensive card and an offensive card, because it does really good damage, and it's fast, like very, very fast. So if you're going to run Rage and you have the Lumberjack, just run the Lumberjack. The Rage is just completely pointless. Number 5, we have the Barbarian Hut. I personally have never actually really liked Barbarians. They're kind of a wacky, they're kind of an off card to use. I mean, all of them cost a bunch of elixir. They're just kind of odd, like awkward to try and use. But Barbarian Hut seemed like a good card. I mean, it spawns Barbarians. Barbarians are very hard to deal with on their own. Like, you can't let the tower take care of them because the tower doesn't kill them fast enough. But problem with the Barb Hut is it's a huge commitment for very little payoff. 7 elixir is a huge commitment. Like, that's P.E.K.K.A. level right there. And at least with a P.E.K.K.A, you get something that may be slow and easily distracted, but your opponent cannot ignore it. Like, you can just go, Baby Dragon, boom. That whole Barb Hut's completely pointless now. Yeah, sorry, buddy, you kind of suck. So, anyway. Next one, number 4 on this list, the Lightning. Why isn't the Lightning like number 2 or something? Well, because the Lightning, is like, there's a worse card than it, oddly enough. There's a few actually, because it's not number 1. The Lightning, at least now it stuns. So at least now, if it doesn't kill the troop, it gives like half a second more damage worth on like your tower shoots, I think, fast enough to where it would get an additional hit. Maybe a Hog Rider might get one less hit because of that extra lightning in there. So yeah, so for 6 elixir, and it hits 3 targets, it does a bunch of damage. It's not like a small little area. I mean, it would probably be better if it had the area and it just did like one gigantic Raigeki lightning bolt from Yu-Gi-Oh! It just and just vaporized everything. But no, it's just 3 lightning bolts on whatever on the targets with the highest hit points, to be of that matter. So I mean, at least that, and it also has that running for it. Like, it actually hits the target most of the time. It hits the targets that you want it to hit. If there's a knight there, a witch there, and a Valkyrie there, and then some goblins, it'll hit the witch, the knight, and the Valkyrie. It won't hit the goblins, which is a good thing, because you can just zap or arrow the goblins, and then you place like a baby dragon or something to deal with the other 3, that now have low health. See? Boom. So a little bit of utility. 6 elixir, so kind of awkward to try and run in deck, but you know. Number 3 on this list, you guys are going to be a little surprised. It's the Mortar. Yeah. Mortars in Clash of Clans, one of the best defenses of all time. Like, it's a really freaking good defense. In Clash Royale, Mortar is actually viable as a defense. Put a Mortar in the corner, can cover almost all your map, does good splash damage, even does really good damage just in general. Like, I use it to take out freaking Barbarians if I run it. And it's 4 elixir, so it's not clumsy to play like some cards. Like, 4 elixir is not bad. You got to imagine majority of the cards in Clash Royale cost 4 elixir, because 4 is it's a good number. It's not too much, not too little. You know, like when you start to get below 4 elixir, then cards start to become cycle cards like a cannon, which is just annoying. So Mortar actually kind of earns this place. It's still a crap card. Like, it's any card defense that you can use to attack your opponent's tower with. Just get out of here. Now for number 2. This card. Players everywhere hate you. They despise you with all their heart. The Rocket. You guys really thought I was going to put the Expo? No, the Rocket. You've had one of those games where you're like, their tower is like 20 health away. All I need is one zap, but it's at the back of my rotation. So you're just like frantically trying to play as much as you can, and then they laugh at you, and you're like, why the heck are you laughing? And then they launch a rocket at your tower that has like 300 health and kill you. And then they laugh at you some more, like, I killed you with something that I don't need any skill. I just rocketed your tower the whole freaking game. It's like, you are a trash player. If you play this card, I am sorry, but you suck. This card is 6 elixir. It's a clumsy card to play. It has a tiny radius, so you can barely get anything more than just a bunch of tower damage with it. Get out of here. All right. Now for the number 1 spot. You guys have been waiting. Yes. It's the X-Bow. The X-Bow. The X-Bow. The X-Bow. Let's start out with something good about the X-Bow, which is very hard to think of because it's a 6 elixir card. And there are some good 6 elixir cards, the Giant Skeleton included. It's a great defense, honestly. Clash of Clans, X-Bow kills. It's really good. Even in Clash Royale, you put that thing in the corner, that thing will kill everything. It'll kill everything. It'll kill barbarians, it'll kill skeletons, goblins. It can't kill minions, it only hits ground, but you get what I'm saying. But when you have a 6 elixir card, you expect more. You don't expect a defense that takes freaking 4 seconds to freaking start and barely does any damage to actually be worth it. And on top of that, unlike the mortar, which the mortar people only realized is capable of hitting towers, the X-Bow literally says in its description, nice tower you got there. Mind if I whittle it down from this side of the arena? This giant ballista has been done a disservice. It is the 3rd best defense in Clash of Clans, and it sucks as a Clash Royale card. Sorry, buddy. Now get out of my sight. Anyway, guys, that was my list of Clash Royale cards. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope that you guys post down in the comments any other cards you think should or shouldn't be on this list. I mean, honestly, this does not have a great set. I mean, don't forget to keep your kingdoms clashing. And next video, top 10 legendaries. I'm going to wait till the new cards come out, like officially come out before doing another top 10, especially with legendaries. I might do the top 10 epics since there are no new epics coming out, but I really don't know how the meta is going to change now that the Executioner's got his freaking longer axe blade. So, but yeah, I can't do top 10 legendaries until those new legendaries come out, which may or may not kick a few legendaries that would be at the bottom of the bottom of the legendaries list. They might kick them off, like, honestly. So anyway, guys, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye bye.